contemplate on the poor relationship with your father in Hawaii. That's how strippers are made. And life is not a highway. So says the mighty Jimmy in the book of Jebus.
The Bible.
The Holy Bible. And then he said, "Thou shalt drink Piv Extra."
And it was good.
And it was damn good. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Latvian Corsair Webcast. This is the good episode. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all good episodes. This is like, you know, everyone's feeling good. It's a good day. Ain't nothing gonna strike me down for speaking blasphemy. Because I don't believe in that.
I'm just here eating my chowder.
And what a damn good chowder it was. Is. And forever shall be. Chowder. Anyways, I guess we got a few things. I saw a few movies. So, yeah. We can talk about Futurama. We can talk about Archer and how I didn't know there was a new season until the other day when I was told that Barry was turned into a fridge.
It's the final season.
The final season of Archer. I didn't know that they started on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it took you mentioning they turned Barry into a fridge. And I was like, Archer? He's like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I get onto the Hulu's and there's Archer's the last season.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm hoping ain't the last season.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I'm holding out hope that some way halfway into the season they'll be like, we can make more. We can make this work. But, you know, the loss of Jessica Walters was a big hit to the show. And I'm not saying Lana's not fitting the bill as well. But it's just missing the Mallory charm of KGB sex tapes.
Yep.
You ain't getting that with Lana. Yeah. So Archer is kind of playing the older agent now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he likes that very much.
Nope.
So he is desperately trying to cling to the glories of his past. Meanwhile, they got the new kid.
Uh-huh.
I forgot her name.
Zara Khan.
Zara Khan. And she's alright.
I just see her as like a female version of him. Kinda.
I just see it as they just mashed Archer and Lana together into one character.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit lazy writing, but at the same time, they needed to fill a void for a field agent.
Uh-huh.
And I guess someone that pisses Archer off was where they decided to go. I don't think they're going to end the series.
Yeah, I think somebody's gonna die.
I think it's Archer.
And like, she takes her place, or his place.
Yeah. It'll be sad because that's, what, over 10 years of Archer?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what am I supposed to watch after that? And sure, Bob's Burgers is still making episodes. I think. But it just doesn't have the... Bob's Burgers is too much musical now.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like they do too many musical numbers.
Mm.
And I was told Bob's Burgers is more for a sophisticated audience. My roommate doesn't get the jokes. She thinks it's smart people jokes. It's just Gene pressing a fart button.
Yeah, exactly. Like, jeez.
And maybe the jokes are for a little bit smarter people who are, you know, understand the nuances of running a business and cooking.
And pushing fart buttons.
Yeah. That's a very big thing. It's a very big nuance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I think since Disney's acquisition of Fox, they've been hoarding it all on Disney Plus.
Been Disneyfied.
Yeah. Well, of course, Disney's all about the musicals. Can't have Disney without music. You remember High School Musical?
Sure.
They only blared it everywhere they could. And it took so many people saying, we don't want this anymore, for Disney to be like, okay.
Good stuff.
And they still try to do it. You can't go 5 steps without Disney trying to do it.
Do it.
And I think Disney is starting to release their ban on swearing. Because I noticed a few Disney movies have swearing in it now. Which adds some realism, I guess.
I mean, the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie, they said the F word.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
They said the F word.
And that was a dark movie, man.
Yeah.
And the few action bits were nice, but it was dark.
Mm-hmm. The F word.
Speaking of movies, I saw a movie that I initially thought was like Cujo, you know, rabid dog. So I started watching. It's called Strays. You know, this starts off with, you know, dog saying, "This is the best day ever," like some sort of Disney movie, like a child's movie. It's like, oh, well, shit. And then it went dark. There's bongs, some guy's whacking it. Dogs are talking about other dogs' dick. That movie's fucked up. But it was funny. Yeah. There's like Will Ferrell voiced the main dog. I feel like Tracy Morgan voiced another one.
I think Jamie Foxx is in it too. I think.
Actually, that might have been Jamie Foxx.
It was him.
Yeah, he voiced a Boston Terrier. There was a Great Dane and a Shepherd dog. And they said fuck a lot and shit, and they were peeing on stuff. they And some guy got his dick bit off. Like, I'm gonna admit it was a hilarious movie, but it took me way off guard at the beginning. I was expecting something simple, you know, small, la-di-da, happy, fun time, and then, boom.
Gets his dick ripped off.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, the guy who, spoiler for anyone, the guy who tried to abandon his dog, got his dick bit off by the dog he tried to abandon. He gets his dick bit off, his house burns down, and his truck gets totaled.
Sounds like a sad country song.
All because he abandoned his dog. But yeah. It is a crazy ride of a movie. There's a hawk. They kill a bunch of rabbits. So they eat mushrooms, right? They eat mushrooms in the woods, the 4 dogs. And then one of them's like, what's that smell? It's toys! And they pull out all these fluffy rabbit toys. And they're tearing them up. They wake up from their high. It's a bunch of actual dead rabbits. And they're freaking out. And then there's a police dog shows up because they're looking for a lost kid. And like, everyone cool. We didn't see any dead rabbits. Like, dead what? It was like this when we got here. Stuff like that. Then they get to the pound and they all shit. Because that's their escape plan, because the guy had to come in and clean it up. It is a lot of movie. If I were to give it a score, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's up there. But there's some things that I just like, I kind of cringed away from. You know, it's up there though. And then I finally got to watch the Snyder cut for Justice League, full 4 uninterrupted hours. That's a 9 out of 10. That's a 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
That was damn good. You know, how they explained the Cyborg, how they showed his mother. They didn't show it in the original, did they?
Not much.
They just showed that he had a strained relationship with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
This one they fully fleshed out. His dad was just always busy at work. I thought he was mad because his dad turned him into Cyborg. No, it's because his dad just wasn't there for him, really.
What was your favorite moment from it?
Barry tripping and hitting Aquaman, and then Aquaman getting
Okay, yeah,
blood.
that was funny. That was funny. Just the look he gave him.
Yeah. that had to be my favorite moment. Well, comedic moment. Favorite epic moment?
David, come on.
I'm gonna be honest. It was when they were reviving Superman, and it just kind of blew straight up with the fountain or the fountain effects. His resurrection. That was one of my favorite epic moments. I think a lot of my favorite moments are in that little brick of time. Second favorite comedic moment, Bruce Wayne saying, "I bought the bank."
Yeah, my favorite's still when Superman shows up. I like both versions of that scene.
I do like Darkseid made an appearance. Like he and the old lady, I forget her name, but she's big in the DC universe. They and Desaad, he's pretty cool. I like how they show Apocalypse, like actually show it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great movie. It's long though.
Mm-hmm.
It is a long movie.
A little over 4 hours.
And I like the after credits scene where they showed Jared Leto as Zack Snyder imagined him. Not the Suicide Squad version. I think Zack Snyder was going the right way, and then they just turned him into a rapper. And I was not a fan of the rapper Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did you think of the after credits scene?
Yeah. His dialogue kind of killed it for me though.
His voice is not Jokerish.
No.
He needs to work on it. Well, actually, he can't because that's the sequel we're never getting.
Mm-hmm.
Because DC.
They're starting over.
Yeah.
Again.
Who knows who the Joker's gonna be now? But on the topic of DC, I've been watching some of their animated movies. Justice League Dark, Justice League Dark Apocalypse
War.
War.
Yeah.
The Justice League versus Teen Titans, War World. I haven't seen all of them because I have no idea which order they go in. Well, I think it's
So it's the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, and then it segues into like the Superman Man of Tomorrow, Justice League War World, that one.
Well, I think Justice League versus Teen Titans is before.
The Dark and the Apocalypse War.
Well, I think it was after Dark, but before Apocalypse War.
Yeah, it's right in there.
Or I think I said after Apocalypse War, didn't I? It's somewhere, but there is a lot of untapped potential they could bring to the actual cinematic universe.
It's just Warner Brothers doesn't have the cojones to do it.
I like the Trigon versus Apocalypse fight. Sue me. They could bring that out. Or
Do it properly in live action.
yeah, Trigon versus Darkseid, not Apocalypse. Cause that'd be epic. Watching two big bads duke it out. But I know a lot of people would say, "Oh, they're just copying Thor Ragnarok." No, because this is better. The Thor Ragnarok was a little bit too, what do they call it, campy?
Kind of.
And Thor Love and Thunder is,
They relied way too much on comedy. That's the problem.
yeah. Like if they approached it in the way they did Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3,
Like more serious. Mm-hmm.
but they still had the perfect amount of comedy. And then they had Drax being an idiot. But you know, that's what he is. But it can't go over his head because his reflexes are too fast. He would catch it. The DC animated movies, there's a lot of potential they could bring up to the live action. They just need to be brave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had a few things, TV shows they tried to bring to live action. Like Teen Titans. Apparently that live action flopped.
It wasn't that great.
Yeah. They could do it better. They have the CGI now. They have the materials. They have the money. So why can't they do it seriously? What was the other live action thing they tried to do? TV show?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Did that succeed?
I'd say it was at like the same bar as Titans. It was just
So they're trying, they're just not putting enough effort into it.
Pretty much.
I mean, if any fans out there want to put their way in on this conversation, feel free. I would like to hear your opinions. And I have just doomed myself. Everyone's got an opinion. Hopefully you guys can voice them. Yeah. And on things that are kind of meh, Futurama. I think they're focusing on current topics too much. They just need to get back to the ridiculous things they did before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember the MASH episode?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was funny.
Where's the H word? I think that was the name of the episode.
Yeah, I believe so. Where's the H word? Like, what was it? A couple weeks back, they did a COVID episode. Too relevant.
I hated it.
Just back off a bit. You know, they had the most recent one. Zap Brannigan got fired or something. I thought that was hilarious.
I hated it.
They had the right idea, but the execution was off.
It was annoying.
Yeah. And then they just let him back in. They should have kept him out.
Like nothing happened.
I would have loved to see civilian Zap Brannigan. Just civilian, not Duke, just civilian. I want to see what shenanigans he'd get up to. But, you know. Sensitivity training is, yeah, I guess they could have gone with that. But, you know, they could have done better. And then those weird things on that planet with the weird knobs, you know, I don't like that, not one bit. No, don't like the knobs.
Gotcha.
What'd you get?
I killed a spider.
Yeah.
I mean, ow, it bit me. I have superpowers now.
Do you make webs from your do they come from your wrists or other places?
I'll let you know.
That's still one of my favorite scenes in that movie, that Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it's called, so it's just that Spider-Man movie. Yeah. You seen any movies, TV shows lately? So you want to talk about it? You want to talk about it?
What?
The article?
Yes, the article, of course.
I just been fucking talking nonstop. Let's hear the article you found.
In Goodyear, Arizona, a human skull was found in a Goodwill donation box.
A human skull.
Mm-hmm. Officers, go ahead.
Is that a real eye in there? No, that looks like a fake one.
Officers responded to the store in Goodyear, Arizona, whatever Tuesday that was, probably a couple weeks ago, and took possession of the skull, which was covered in spots and had its upper front teeth attached, plus a false eye in the left socket. Officials with Goodwill of Central and Northern Arizona say they followed company protocol by immediately reporting the donation to police. The skull was transported to the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's office, where authorities confirmed that it is in fact a real human skull. It appears this human skull is historic and has no forensic significance, meaning there appears to be no associated crime. There was an officer had said of the findings. It remains unclear who donated the skull and what would become of its final disposition. They had no other information. Store employees referred all inquiries about the skull to their corporate office, but no immediate return calls.
Well, yeah, who wants to admit that they were the one who donated it? So, where do you theorize it came from? Is it the skull of Montezuma?
I don't think so.
Huh. is a skull. It looks a little artsy. That stuff around it, the wicker, whatever it is, the basket, looks a little artsy. And yeah, it's a skull, but it's speaking to me. It's saying, "Get me out of this goddamn evidence box." Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I really don't have that much to talk about it. That is, you nailed it there. That is a skull. It is shit. Oh yeah. I wanted to talk about something before I forget. So the other night I get back from a long road trip and there's this line of lights in the sky just going up. It's something I've never seen before. So I naturally the next day I Google the hell is this line of lights in the sky, and apparently it's Elon Musk's SpaceX launching satellites. Now there were a dozen satellites. What does he need with a dozen satellites? And apparently it's becoming a more common thing, so it's happening more than once. How many satellites we got up there? I need to know. Elon Musk, what are you doing?
Showing off how rich he is.
What a bastard. Oh yeah, apparently, before I forget, the Elon Musk Mark Zuckerberg fight got called off.
I'm not surprised.
I was hoping it'd happen, but
Who backed out?
yeah, it was Musk. He is afraid. He is afraid that Mark Zuckerberg might actually be a lizard person. Do you think Mark Zuckerberg is an alien?
They're just a weird couple of guys.
Rich people are weird. In other news, they're making a new Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla -1?
Mm-hmm.
And I, for one, am excited about it. That's coming at the end of this year. Then next year we're getting GVK New Order? We're getting 2 Godzilla movies in the span of a year. That is great. I cannot wait. I think we didn't really have much, did we? So do I do the outro now? Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
I can fight a bear. And I stand by that I can fight a bear.
When is Napoleon coming out?
When do you want it to come out?
I'm hoping before the end of the year. That and space drama. We need to get those out by the end of the year.
Can we do space drama on New Year's?
Possibly. I mean, I am doing some minor rewrites to it.
Alright. So that's obviously going to come after Napoleon, but
Mhm.
Napoleon, I
I
think we
want
can
it-
have it done by.
I want it out by the end of the year, both of them.
I think we can have Napoleon out by November.
Okay.
I think we can. Do we got enough people for voices?
See what I can do.
Alright. I think we can have it by November.
Okay.
My status on recovering the Christmas album is... Yeah, I did that.
So no Christmas album this year.
Best I can do is work on it for next year. I gotta get 13 songs. Or 12. Well, the average album size is around 13, 12. Or not 1,312. I ain't writing that many songs. But it'd be the best Christmas album ever.
Right.
But yeah. It is steadily being recovered and worked on, but it is not going to be here in time. Because I'm not technologically know-how enough to recover lost data. Chopper! Anyways, yeah, I think we can do Space Drama in December.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Napoleon, November.
Yeah.
Space Drama, December.
Do we need to put out a trailer video for him? That way people can know when to expect them?
Sure,
Alright.
fine. Napoleon 2, maybe in the spring. Rickshaw Rawhide sometime next year, still working on it.
It feels like a July thing.
Next summer?
Yeah.
Okay, that's plenty of time.
Let's July 4th it.
Okay.
Nothing is more America than Rickshaw Rawhide.
Okay, there we go.
And are we doing one about Lincoln?
Lincoln.
I don't know, I just started thinking, do one about Lincoln. Like, I went to sleep, I was thinking, we should do a show about Lincoln. Then I fucking passed out. I don't know if I texted it to you.
This is the first time hearing about it.
Alright, so I probably just asked you, we should hang out. I probably just passed out.
It was pretty early this morning.
Yeah, my sleep schedule's messed up. Yeah, yeah. So we're doing stuff and things. We're champions. We're champions.
Sit down.
I want to actually. Ow! My leg. My leg. I had to. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is it. It's been a short episode, but you know,
It's fine.
it feels like we got more done in this episode than other ones.
The last couple.
Yeah. Well, without much ado and no more rambling on, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Latvian Corsair Webcast. You know, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. I don't know why I said that. Everyone else says that, but you know, you don't have to. If you watch, we'll know. We'll know. Thank you again for joining us, and have a great evening. Do you have anything to say? Outro. Outro. Outro.